guys, my name is Clarissa Moon, and I'm here with Brett Waldon, who plays Ralph in A Christmas Story at the Garden Theater. Since it is Christmas time, we are going to decorate a gingerbread house today. So first of all, A Christmas Story.
Yep.
Tell me a little bit about the show.
The show is very much taken from the movie, but it's also taken from the book that the show was based on.
I did not know it was based on a book.
Yeah, it's called In God We Trust, All Others Pay Cash. So it's a series of essays, basically, and in the book, different essays deal with the Red Ryder BB gun. Another essay deals with the leg lamp. Basically, I think what the filmmakers did is they took a lot of the funniest ideas from the book and they sort of jammed it into like 2.5 week period.
That makes a lot more sense now
Yeah.
with how the movie is formatted.
There's a lot going on in the movie.
There's a lot.
For one family. And what's interesting is that I feel like the play sort of captures more of the Depression era sensibilities of the book. And so it's got a lot of that sensibility of, you know, he wants the gun, and the reason that he's not getting it is probably because they can't afford anything, you know. And so when he, spoiler alert, gets the gun at the end, it has, I feel, a bit more of a special kind of ring to it because you know sort of the economic circumstances of the time.
You're an artist and an illustrator. You have been illustrating your castmates.
Yes.
I've seen on Facebook.
Yes.
Where did that idea come from? When do you have time to do that?
I barely do. You know, I started drawing my castmates years and years ago. Like you said, I also illustrate. I found that it was one of those things that I would draw during rehearsals, and people seemed to appreciate watching that process happen. And so it was a good way to kind of make immediate friends. You know, and so I thought it would be fun because they're so iconic, these characters. You know, there's so much visual imagery associated with it that it was just kind of easy to, you know, to draw Randy in his big puffy suit, and you know, and immediately, even if you haven't seen the show before, it's like you know exactly what it is, you know. And also it's a nice kind of gift for the cast.
Yeah.
It doesn't cost me anything. I can draw something up in 15 minutes and it looks like it took hours and hours, and you know. It takes hours and hours.
We also know each other from doing improv at SAC Comedy Lab. How has being an improviser helped you as an actor?
They go hand in hand to me. Good improv requires you to sort of be emotionally available for anything that comes at you, and to be able to respond from an emotional and very human place in front of a room full of people. I find that I can use those techniques going into scripted work because I can kind of anticipate, well, if this were an improv scene, where would I go next with it? Where do I feel like it's coming from? You know, because you have to fill in all those details in an improv scene for yourself. And so for this show, it really helps at the end, especially when Ralphie gets his gun, he gets what he wants. But then Ralph, as a character, has, I think, different revelations where he realizes, oh, it's not about the gun, it's about being together, it's about family. And the improv side of me then takes all of that information in and goes, well, if that's true, then what else is true about this moment, right? He's looking back, he's reminiscing, you know, which means that people in this story may not be around anymore. You know what I mean? But these are all the things. And so, like, when he says, you know, we had each other, I think there is something, there's something that gets me every single time I perform it.
And lastly,
yes,
what do you hope audiences take away from seeing A Christmas Story?
Oh, I hope that they leave in a good mood. You know, it's got that nostalgia, not only from the show itself, but also a nostalgia from a time when they themselves saw the movie, or maybe you have an uncle who likes to quote certain lines from it, or you know, or it was a ritual for your family. And so it really is a holiday movie that connects with a lot of people. And if our play can connect them to that connection, I think then we will have done our job.
We're gonna finish this gingerbread house.
All right. See you at the end. I don't want to brag, but that's a pretty good gingerbread house. Look at that. Isn't that adorable?
We made this.
We made this in front of you. How about that?
How about that?
We improvised it. We yes-anded it into existence.
We did. This has been Clarissa Moon talking to the stars of A Christmas Story.